Hey guys, MTGirl here. Today I've got a couple of Shadows over Innistrad booster packs. This set doesn't come out until Friday, but I got these as little pity packs at the pre-release event this weekend. So I'm going to go over each of these cards in detail. For new players or less experienced players, there's some mechanics in here that they may not have seen before, and there's definitely new mechanics and keywords in the set. So it's probably a good idea just to go over some of these, get a good idea of how they work, so that when you go to FNM or any other events, maybe you're drafting this coming weekend, you'll have a good idea of how these cards work. So I'm going to go ahead and start here with Soren. He's one of our Innistrad themed planeswalkers, super creepy, works with a lot of vampires and things traditionally. So here we have our commons here, pieces of the puzzle. Leading up to the SOI release, Wizards had all these little puzzles and things you had to solve. I'm not really usually one into those kinds of puzzles, but I know some people were getting into it. So that's pretty classic blue stuff going on there. Alright, Threbbin Inspector, little 1 white cost for human soldier. And you get to investigate with this. So investigate, it's explained on this card, which is great. You put a colorless clue artifact token on the battlefield with 2 colorless. If you pay 2 colorless, you sacrifice this artifact and draw a card. So investigating, a nice way to, draw cards. The whole theme, kind of a, eldritch theme going on. So investigate the clues, find out what's happening in Innistrad here. Okay, another blue card here, Sorrelbind Snapper. It's a little 6/6, so that's pretty big, but 6 cost. Alright, we have Magmatic Chasm, little 2-drop sorcery, not too much new there. Right, Kessig Dire Swine, 6 green drop. Boar Horror, look at those glowing green eyes. Creepy little piggy, he looks enormous. So he's a 6/6, but he's got Delirium. So Delirium is one of those keywords there you're not really going to see explained on all the cards. This one does. So if you have to have 4 or more card types in your graveyard. So a card type can be creature, sorcery, instant, planeswalker, land, any of those are card types, so you have to have 4 different card types in your graveyard, and then it will have trample. So there you have that. Okay, Deadweight, little 1-drop enchantment, black, -2/2, Equestrian Skill. There we go. As long as the creature is a human, it's got trample, not too bad. Alright, Ember Eye Wolf, 2-drop, pretty basic here. It's got haste, not bad. Macabre Waltz. This art is so beautiful. I saw a playmat with this one on it. I've got so this Dance with Death, quite literally. So we're going to return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand, then discard a card. So a little bit of cycling and letting you discard a card. That's really helpful in this set. There's a lot of cards that use that discard, and we'll go over that once we come up to it. It's called Madness. So you actually might want to be discarding cards, depending on the deck you've got. Alright, Pour Over the Pages. 5-drop. It's our first uncommon, and nothing really special here. Groundskeeper. I love this art. This is one of my favorite from this set. It's just so pretty. So the creature human druid, and you get to return a land from the graveyard to your hand. Beautiful card, beautiful art, useful card. Actually, I can see this one being played in Standard, and even, I don't know, maybe some other formats, but just beautiful card. Alright, Ulvenwald Mysteries, 3-drop enchantment. So this again lets you do the investigate. And when an extra bonus, whenever you sacrifice a clue, you get a human soldier creature token on the board. That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. All right. We've got Jace. Oh, my luck. Okay, totally wasn't expecting this in a couple of packs. So I have Jace, Planeswalker. He's in every single set. Holy cow, like when do we not have Jace in a set now? 5-drop, so he's mythic rare. +1 scry 1, then draw a card. -2 return target creature to its owner's hand, and -8 you get an emblem. Emblems are great, can never get rid of them. Whenever an opponent casts his or her first spell each turn, counter that spell. Oh my gosh. Hi Jace! Thank you for coming along. Alright, so in these packs we have a slot dedicated to flip cards. So this one we've got Daring Sleuth, these little 2-drop blue. This one happens to be uncommon, but this flip card could really be anything. So when you sacrifice a clue, you transform it. So when you transform it, does what a flip card would imply, it flips. You flip it to the other side, and so then we have a human wizard here with prowess. That's a keyword we should all be familiar with. And when it deals combat damage to a player, you get to investigate. So not too bad. All right. And we've got our token here, our flip card token. So if you're not playing with sleeves for some reason, what you can do is put one of these in your deck, and then, let's say a Daring Sleuth, you can check off Daring Sleuth here. Then when you pull this card, you pull Daring Sleuth from your reserve and put it into your hand. Because these are double-sided, you can't really keep them a secret. So these are like everywhere. And then here's one of those clue tokens. Oh, my favorite clue token. Oh, this was such a great pack to open. Love this clue token. We've got Avacyn here in stained glass. And so here's got that text. To pay 2 colors, sacrifice, draw a card. Okay, well, after such a great first pack, we'll see what we've got in the second pack here. We still haven't seen any, some of the other keywords I was hoping to come across. So let's see what we've got in this one. Alright, Puncturing Light, a little 2-drop instant. Yeah, a little basic destroy, target attacking creature, or a blocking creature with 3 or less. Meh. Alright. Sleep Paralysis, enchant. This was nasty in Sealed over the weekend. The enchanted creature never untaps during your untap step. There's very few ways to get something to untap again, so this was pretty shutting down some of my big creatures over the weekend. Alright, Stallion of Azimuth, Delirium here. So again, the 4 different card types in your graveyard. With that, then you get to +1/+1. Explosive Apparatus, nice little 1-drop artifact. Deals 2 damage to target creature or player when you pay 3, tap it, and sacrifice it. So, pretty expensive to do 2 damage, but Alms of the Vein, really liked this one. So this has got our Madness. This is what I was hoping to find. To explain. So this one's going to cost you 3, or Madness. So if you've got a card that lets you discard, maybe your opponent forces you to discard, although really in this set I don't think you're going to be wanting to target players to discard if you think they're going Madness at all. So when you discard a card, as you discard it, you can pay Madness instead, which in this case is super cheap. 1 swamp here. So then it'll still go into your graveyard. It's discarded into exile, so it can't be removed or anything while it's on the stack. That's just stack messiness right there. And then what happens is that target opponent is going to lose 3 life, and you're going to gain 3 life. So this is a nice little card, mostly because of its Madness cost. I enjoyed playing this one last week. Alright, Dual Shot. Quick little 1 red, 1 damage to 2 heart creatures. Confront the Unknown, more Investigate. Throttle, little instant. Here, give some minusing there. Creeping Dead. So the 4 cost, this is the enchantment here. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player discards a card. Each opponent who discards a card that shares a card type with the card you discarded loses 3 life. So this again with that discard stuff going on, yeah, and so this can get pretty nasty indeed. Pretty cool little enchantment. There's a skeleton key, 1-drop artifact, equipment. It's going to give your quick creature Skulk. So Skulk, it's another one of those keywords that I wanted to go over. So a creature has power and toughness, right? So their like it's 1, 2, their power is 1. So if the equipped creature has a power of 1, it can only be blocked by creatures that have a power of 1 or 0. So nice way to get your little guys through. And this particular one, when you deal damage to a player, you draw a card. If you do, you discard cards. This is a May ability, but you might want to do that. You might actually want to discard a card because you might have that Madness card sitting in your hand, and it'll cost 2 to equip. So not too bad. All right, Inner Struggle. Instant target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. That is so creepy. Oh my goodness, he's like reaching like a mirror. This whole set is just creep factor. And our rare card is a dual land Port Town. Nice. All right. So it's plains and a island here. So this is one of those hand lands. So you have to reveal a plains or an island in your hand. Otherwise, it's going to come in tapped. So you can tap it for either plains or island. Not bad. They're pretty good little dual lands actually. So here in our flip card slot, we have the Hermit of Nethernuls, little 3-drop werewolf. So when an opponent casts a spell during your turn, you draw a card. So all of these wolves, these werewolves, they transform at the same time. So if no spells were cast in a turn, they transform. So transform, they flip over. And interesting to note, besides the foil, oh my gosh, alright, they do give you a little clue on the front here what the power and toughness will be of its transform state. So, oh my gosh, I just saw what that card was. Alright, so on the other side, darn flip card spoiling the end of the pack. As our werewolf is a 3/5. So this will transform back into its day mode if a player casts 2 or more spells last turn. So there we go. And in our foil slot, oh my gosh, these packs are insane. Holy cow, these packs are insane. Alright, so I have a foil, there's a foil slot, and we just got the Wolf of Devil's Breach, Mythic, rare, foil, creature, elemental wolf. So when it attacks, you can pay 2 colors and a red and discard a card, which again, that madness might be nice. If you do, it deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the discard card's converted mana cost. So you could pay the madness cost when you discard it, just for its madness, but then the cost that the card actually is what is converted mana cost is going to be that number up in the corner. So let's see here, where did that go? Alms of the Vein. So in this case, if you discarded Alms of the Vein, you could pay that 1 madness cost to deal that damage, and then the Wolf of Devil's Breach is going to be dealing that 3 damage because that's the converted mana cost of this card. So there we go. Such a sweet pack, holy cow. And then we have another checklist card for the flip cards and another clue artifact. Okay, well, really didn't expect these packs to be so crazy. 2 packs, 2 mythics. Wow. Hopefully the new players have got a little bit better idea of some of the mechanics in this new set. And hopefully some of my other subscribers who just like to see the shiny cards got to enjoy the shiny cards. So as usual at the end of my videos, go ahead and click the little thumbs up button. Love seeing those. And leave a comment. Let me know which of these cards is your favorite. pretty hard choice here. For myself, I don't usually play a lot of blue, although some people are trying to convince me to start playing blue again. So Jace, super awesome card, but I have a really hard time not going for the foil. And look at that shiny foil. Oh, that makes the fire on the wolf just really light up. These cards are so dark and so creepy, and just that fire blazing is so cool. Alright, so that's mine. Go ahead and leave a comment with which one is yours. And if you're just stumbling upon my channel for the first time, please consider clicking that little subscribe button. Let's put it right here on Jace. Click on Jace and subscribe, and you'll get alerted to when I open up more Magic packs. I also open up board games, and I've been getting into doing some playthroughs of some board games, so keep an eye out for that stuff. Super fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!